Hello, we are back. Welcome to the Tour of the North Zwift edition, and you're on stage number 1. We're live on Facebook and the TUZ YouTube channel. Today's stage is called Greater London Flat, 2 laps, total of 29 kilometers. No chase race like last time, so this should be a lot easy for us to follow. Total entries was 299, and that was the shout about 5 minutes ago. Could be more latecomers. Full commentary team back with us here. Fiona Kelly, Tommy Evans, and Ross is on a bike. Are you all there, guys?
Hello.
Greetings.
Hi, I'm here.
I'm here.
Not in mind.
He's just about.
I'm just going to do a quick sound check here on this laptop and make sure everyone is coming through.
Good point.
This is going to be
Ross,
fun.
are you feeling confident this morning?
Not at all.
Okay, everyone is coming through. So, I'm going to run through some sponsors once I get it on the screen here. Obviously, Galibier is the main sponsor. Dishing out some clothing bundles for overall male and female winner points and KOM winner as well. Gary Keegan is... What's the name of his
Don't be asking me this now.
business?
I'm sitting looking at the start line.
I can't even think of that there.
Okay.
Fitness tests to the value of £500. Best under 23 male and female, and one random if no female. Dougie Lenny's brother, who has GT plates. Custom number plates to the value of 70 quid. Ulster Aerials this is quite a good one actually. Ulster Aerials. It must have been an idea of yours, Ross, was it? Digital smart
Well,
scales that link to Zwift.
That
Very
was Big
clever.
Slim's idea.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one there. No cheating there.
That was the one I'm never going to win.
First male and female over the epic KOM line. Kenning Cycles is dishing out some vouchers. 30, 20 and 10 times 2, and that's going to be raffled today. C-Sense is handing out a new beam front light, a bar bag and a phone case. And Dave Kane Cycles came in last minute with a £50 voucher, isn't that correct?
It is indeed. Very generous.
And that should be all of our sponsors.
Those are some great prizes.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
Tommy,
amazing
I feel like we
the
should just
support.
enter just for those.
Of course, totally. I'm just in for the raffle. You know, definitely the number plate could be interesting. You could have 5 bagger for a sandbagger.
Only the Zwift people will get that joke when you're out on the road. But anyway, I think a big one.
Well, the only
look
good
at-
thing today is any sandbaggers are in the race, they'll automatically get upgraded. There's no DQs during this. You'll get upgraded. So if you're an A rider riding in C, you'll find yourself straight in A in the results.
Dead on. So
Brilliant.
we're nearly there. A minute 45 to go to the start of the race, and I am following Ross. We'll also have him. We will have him on screen on a bike every now and
Few
again to see
technical
how much
differences
he's
this
hurting.
morning.
Yeah, but a few technicals on. We'll blame Ross on the technicals actually.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
hot start list there with I see Chris McGlinchey, Jacob Sparrow, Mark Bruce, Hassan Jazim, if I pronounced that right, Jorge Marino, Richard Barry. We have another Ulster man who has some amazing scores there. Ray Wilson used to be aka the Tyrone Loco. We'll have some current professional riders with Michael O'Loughlin. We'll have some of the top triathletes in Ireland, Russell White and James Edgar's in there. And again, our local Zwift guys, lots of them in there. Stuart Miller, Kevin Lynch, lots of the young kids. There's another young lad used to race, Peter Wilson. Ross would remember Peter. Of course, Glenn, and I think Oliver Harkin. Did we say he was very good at retaining B category?
Yes,
That might
Oliver's
change this
racing.
weekend.
You never know, Oliver. This could be your big weekend to be upgraded into A's.
20 seconds
guys.
to comply.
Yeah,
Best
not
luck,
long.
Ross.
Good luck, Ross. We'll get to you on the
Cheers.
screen here, will we? Just for the start. There we go.
Big effort now.
We'll just see what your start's like, Ross.
Oh, I'm eating the Tour of the North. Oh, not anymore.
Well, there we are. The start should be spicy as normal. The London course it's going to be fast and furious. There's a couple of little sectors on it that will create problems where it's a small enough rise, but the guys will no doubt push out lots of watts up that. Like I'm sitting currently watching Chris McGlinchey here, and he's already punching out 500 watts at the minute at the start. So there's definitely no hanging around.
Yeah, Ross, you need up them watts there. Chris McGlinchey at 500, and you're sitting maybe 150 below that. Come on.
Slacker, come on, you're gonna get dropped.
Thanks.
We had bets on you to beat Chris McGlinchey, so you better step it up.
Right, so I'm gonna
Also today we'll have
issue.
There's a points competition today, isn't there? There's a sprint on lap 1 and lap 2 going through the mile, and then at the end
Finish line, yeah.
there'll be additional points. Yeah. So again, there's lots of competitions going on. I think it's fantastic that the TUZ guys have been able to do this. This is really the first event that I have seen like this on Zwift. It's been a stage race that actually accumulates time, and then with all the local sponsors, with Miles McCoy there from Galibier, it's fantastic that someone has threw so much behind it. You know, for a guy that loves to ride outside, he's give lots of stick and banter for being inside so much. But it's fantastic that all these guys have all jumped in. Caners, Glenn Kenning, Gary McKagan, the Platesman. It's brilliant.
Yeah, some excellent prizes in there as well. And also we do have actually quite a busy ladies category as well. I was just taking a look. So that's good to see that there's loads of women entered. Claire Richardson is there entered for today as well. So Claire obviously was our ladies winner in 8-week league. So hopefully all goes well for Claire today.
So it's pretty stretched out here at the minute. And no doubt this is just the lead-in.
Yeah, isn't there a 3.5 kilometre leading? Yeah, that's correct.
The neutralised section.
I never understand that, because it feels like you're just riding at like your limit anyway, and then it's like, this is the lead in. I'm like, well, I could get dropped in it. So how does the lead in work, Tommy?
You get dropped?
Yeah, the lead in is just the pre-race race. That's
Has nobody got the memo that you're meant to go easy?
Nobody ever goes easy at the start in Zwift, ever.
Ugh.
Not ever. Not even in some of the group rides. Not even in the Kings and Queens sprint event that the TUZ guys had there on Wednesday night. Nobody waited. They just smashed out the doors.
Yeah. No matter how much you tell people to go easy at the start, even in the wee group rides, everybody's just sprinting off the line.
It's split the bits already here at the back, so.
Yeah, we're just following Glenn here. He's comfortable, 150 beats up near the front.
Yeah, I'm just watching Michael O'Loughlin here, potentially one of the pre-race favourites. Michael would have a very good time trialling aspect to his portfolio. So this morning's other time trial up Bologna, Michael probably has one of the fastest individual times up. When you look at some of the Zwift data, you'll see the lap time on that where it's been in a group. I think Chris McGlinchey has the fastest in terms of that, but that would have been as a big group ride. So again, the group ride will gain more momentum on the flat in it.
Yeah, and just a heads up as well, we aren't going to stream the time trial at 11 a.m. It did a few tests and it's just not great to follow. You can follow riders, but you're not getting any information on them, what their time is, what their power, heart rate or anything is. It's just a screen with a rider riding a bike, so we aren't streaming that.
So riding the time trial is quite interesting. What it does, it'll give you a heads up view, so it'll tell you, you know, what watts you're producing at that moment in time, what your countdown time is, and it'll give you kilometre breaks. So it'll give you kilometre splits on each of those sectors. So there's 8 kilometres in the time trial, 5.7 of which are pretty flat, and then 2.3 of which are just hell, where it's up to 16 and 17% of time. So the key to that time trial is gauging your effort correctly so that you can get it all out up the hill. If you go too fast on the flat, you're just going to die an absolute death on the hill. So it's quite well done the way they do it on Zwift when you ride the time trial. They have you on a little conveyor belt, and give you a start time, and you all start off maybe at 5-second intervals, but you're just flowing down in this. Could be a 4-lane conveyor belt, and everybody just takes off. So it's well done.
Remember, we're doing shout-outs here as well. There's not a lot of chat going on. I know it's...
I know, I was literally about to say that, being like, don't forget, we need something to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
So in your messages on the YouTube channel or Facebook page, and we'll pick up on them and give people a shout out. So yeah.
We know it is.
Say hello.
We know it is early, but come on.
I think quite a lot of people are breathing through their backside, so they're not even able to type. Never mind, look a shout out.
Yep.
The group has split quite significantly already. Like, there was, from memory, there was almost 90 A's. So the A's have pretty much drawn quite a few of them out here. There's mostly yellow and black in the front.
Yeah.
A few others.
A few B's.
But there's groups
there
at 30
well.
seconds, 20 seconds.
You okay, Ross?
Nope.
No.
I'm in a group of 4. Hanging on.
Where are the rest of them gone?
Just split the pieces already then.
Big group behind me, like, I might set up my headphones.
Keep going. You're doing well.
Right. I'm just actually trying to find McGlinchey here.
Glenn is sitting comfortably in there with the front lat anyway, so obviously his training is going well these days.
He's cruising there. There's been a lot of chat all week about this. And a lot of words used, like top of the bars on the way home from work. So he's seems to be going all right. Richard Barry just going for the sprint here. Richard Barry claims the sprint, I think.
Yeah, you seem to be
Yeah.
very well there.
No results
think
yet on that
Left
sprint.
on winning fourth.
I take it it's not going to
So
give
they're
us
certainly
any
not
sprint
hanging
data,
around.
is it?
Who knows? You never know with these things. To be fair, at least it looked like he was out in front, so we can just say we think he won
Yeah, I
it
think he did claim that.
fairly
all right.
accurately on that one. But
I'll tell you now in a second.
I can look on the Zwift Power here, see if it comes up. Primes.
I just crossing it now.
Yeah, so you've points awarded for the top 10 riders here in the sprint.
It's going to give me C category. Sprint times.
it looked like Richard got the jump on the guys anyway, and then you
for
could
sure,
see
yeah.
the numbers coming out after him where everyone was touching over to orange numbers, just trying to chase him down. So it'll be interesting to see how that final result ended up. But we will have updates at the end because we're terrible at live updates. But hey,
It's not our
we'll
fault,
get
it's
through
Swift
one of
Power.
these days.
Swift Power's the problem. Alan
Yeah,
Weir,
well-
best wishes to Ian Weir. Yeah, we are very quiet on the chat.
It's great to
So it
see
looks
so
like-
many triathletes racing today. So shout out to all the triathletes racing. Well done, guys. Hopefully you'll beat a few of the cyclists.
So Swift Powers, right, we have approximately 40 in this front group, anywhere between 40 to 44.
Okay.
They're saying they're spaced out over 11 seconds.
Looks like a
It
big group.
definitely looks like it's settled.
Yeah, they settled down all right, yeah. Michael O'Loughlin there, very comfortable, 140 beats.
Yeah, we should have we should have had a prize for the lowest heart rate.
Yeah.
Lowest heart rate after the first lap. Well, there's the first female that I see in that front. Oh, there's quite a few females in the front group. So there's Claire's there, Megan Armitage, Meta Johnson.
Yep, so Claire and Matt are regulars.
Three ladies in the front group. Ross, you've been checked, mate.
He's used to it. To be fair,
Well, as we
three
know-
really strong female cyclists, though. I think Claire and Matt are obviously regulars with the TUZ lot. And am I right in saying Megan is racing for UCD this year as well? So good to see getting her race practice in early.
There's
And
3 girls from
obviously,
Sweden riding. They seem quite strong.
I'm
They're all
glad
from
you've
the same
checked this
team.
out, Ross.
and we have a few Bs in that front group. We have, let us see, local ones. We have Rand Bankhead. We have Brian Nolan. I seen Gregory was there. Gregory's been going well, so Gregory's there as well.
Yep,
Impressive.
he's recently upgraded to B category after his good performance for the past 8 weeks. So good to see that's paid off.
I'm actually just trying to find
Yep.
McGlinchey here to give him a bit of screen time, but he seems to be hiding very, very well.
Like the back of the group,
I'll
he's
find
happy.
I'll find him now. Let's see.
He's obviously riding very smart.
Chris McGlinchey. He's hovering around the front there. He's about 10th place.
Good positioning.
Sorry, lies. He is at the back. That's right. I see he's at the back with another young lad that used to be a very good road racer, Dennis Dunworth. Dennis was very, very talented and still is by the looks of it when the company's keeping here today.
I need to go check this out. So coming up on your screen, there's an A Brownlee. I'm like, is one of the Brownlee brothers racing, or am I just getting carried away here?
Well, I'll have a look here on if he's registered in Zwift Power. Alistair Brownlee, yes, there you go.
Wow, there we
Well
go.
spotted there.
Oh,
Good
Alistair
There you
spot.
go.
Brownlee, Olympic champion and multiple world champion in the world triathlon and has went long distance. So there's Alistair. He's sandbagging his way through here as well.
Alistair, you're welcome here anytime. That's grand. You sandbag away and let the cyclists do the work.
It's a good job there's no runoff.
Well, you never know. We might throw that in as a bonus to Tour of the North after the race on was a Monday, a brick run off the bike, and see who wins that one. To be fair, that could actually be really entertaining. I think we should do it for the crack.
Well, Zwift did host a duathlon series there where it was you cycled for 35 minutes as far as you could go. Then you had a 10-minute break and you ran for, I think it was 15 minutes as far as you could run.
Oh, here's McGlinchey
So
making a move.
like a really good concept.
Yeah, definitely a good
So
idea.
that's
I think
Chris.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Chris McGlinchey has put in a little attack here off the front. Maybe heard my suggestion that we should have a prize for anybody that gets a 20-second time gap on the group.
We'll have this guy
He
Hassan.
probably just thought that they were toddling along and decides to pick up the pace again.
Hassan's bridging the gap.
Yeah.
I'm in a group of about 13 or 14, around about 100th place.
Right. Keep her lid, Ross.
Mark, you did not seem so super positive there. It's like, yeah, that's all right, Ross. You're somewhere in the back. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, Ross. Sorry.
Well done, Ross. We think you're doing great. We haven't even got out shout outs from Ross's parents today, so it's early.
Yeah.
Ross, where's the
He's
fan
away,
club?
he's away at his bike. He's not even watching.
Shocking.
I'm watching one of the other local lads here, this guy Ray Wilson. He's in the midst of this pack.
These three are having a wee go. Not a big pile in it, only a second. Three of them, Richard Barry, our friend Hassan, is it Hassan Jazim, and McGinty?
Yeah.
All back together now.
It can be whatever you want it to be. We know we're good at making up names here.
Yeah.
Ray appears to have some cadence issues. 1 minute he's at 107 watts, then he's down at 107 revs. Now he's at 113. Now he's back at 81.
Right.
Looks a little bit strange.
Wonder what that is.
No, I wonder if that sprint coasting thing that people have been doing where they sprint
that-
really fast and bring up their cadence and then freewheel, and it sort of bluffs the trainer into allowing you to improve wattage and keep a higher average power. Is that potentially what it does?
Could be. Could be.
I have
Anyone
not heard
doing
of that
that?
before.
Anyone doing that will be disqualified.
There, you heard it here from Rossage.
Ross is the boss. Just McGlinchey just drifting back into the bunch now. Had a wee dig now, having a wee rest.
We'll watch Alistair Brownlee and see what he's up to.
Trying to find him here.
That's unreal. He's riding it.
Yeah.
Good spot by me. I was just like, that name seems very familiar, but it couldn't be. I'll be like fangirling over the triathletes here. Don't worry about it.
The only thing is, this Alistair Brownlee's 32. I'm not sure that the Alistair Brownlee's 32, is he?
Oh my god, am I fangirling over the wrong person? This is
Get on to
terrible.
Google there if you want to check it
I'm on
out.
it. Hang on. Date of birth, I'll tell you.
Date of birth.
He's bound to have an orange star beside his name or something.
Oh, it actually does. No, it is. It is Alistair.
Born 23rd of April, 1988.
Aye, he would be.
Yeah, 32 it is.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Uh,
First time
Yeah.
goal.
where's
Thank you,
where's he
Google.
sitting in the group?
He's just in the middle of the group here. Like Alistair and Johnny, or his brother, are both very, very strong cyclists. At one stage, they went and trained with the old Sky team in Mallorca. You know, the guys had the potential to probably be solid bike riders, never mind do 3 disciplines.
Yeah, and he came over to race Ironman Cork as well, not last year, the year before, and had really good bike split around the course. I think, although I think Brian Crystal may have had the best bike split that day, but still, tidy time to have when it was a pretty rough day as well. So
We'll have him on screen
Go
now.
for-
Yeah, Brownlee.
for more Irish races. He just knows that the crack is obviously in Ireland, and he should enter any Irish races.
I reckon so.
I'll be finished here in 30 minutes. It's not going to work out here. It's not working out here.
Tommy, you do know you're on not on mute, right? Always good when you're having a conversation with kids. Are the
I thought it was
children all right,
kids.
Tommy?
Kids chew to the cooker.
Kids don't realise that they can't interrupt you when you're doing the biggest show in the country.
That's what this is it?
He's looking at me to log him in so he can play Roblox.
That's a familiar word in this house as well.
I don't even know what that is.
Right, so we're still following Brownlee. We'll just stick with him for a wee while here and see what's happening.
Let's see who else we have in here. That's
In general, the pace is settled down again, so I see Chris McGlinchey moving towards the front again. So I wonder, is he going to go off the front and try pick up the pace again?
Another
Does it
wee
say
dig.
he probably doesn't like when it's just this relaxed?
So I'm sitting watching Meta Johnson here, and Meta's in the middle of the group, comfortably here. So that's an impressive ride for Meta. Let's see some of our other ladies where Claire is. Seen Claire in a few group rides this week, smashing it as always.
Yeah, for sure. I think when it comes to any sprints as well, Claire's a good one to watch for the females because she's got a really, really good power. So I can imagine she'll be scooping up sprint points today.
Will we do this raffle live, Ross?
Yeah, come on.
Do you want to go for it?
Ross can't talk. He looks like he's dying. So
Right, well,
proceed.
Let me get a few names written down here. You talk amongst yourselves there. I just need to make a note of who's getting what.
I'm just watching one of the Danish guys here. He's a verified guy. Kasper Folashk, if that's how you pronounce his name.
But like that pronunciation.
So
Yeah, that
he
seems
has a
really
picture.
weird.
He has a picture on the track, so no doubt he's one of their track animals.
They
He's
are
sitting
nice
comfortably
bikes.
there in the group.
So I'm just checking out the YouTube channel. Not too much going on there. So shout out to Breffin Wheelers and anybody who's racing from there. So hope they're getting on well. And then there could be some athlete who's sponsored by Scott Racing Cycling in this apparently. I don't know who that is. but
William
anyway.
Boyd, if that's a Scott kit he has on, then it's him, sponsored by Scott. That must
Just
be
watching one of the
Brownlee.
B riders here around Bankhead. He's playing a little dangerous game. He's a little bit at the back here, so this is the time. This is where you can just see it. This little section here, it's going to split up a little bit around this little chicane. You can get caught out here. It goes over the top of it. There's a small rise, and then the speed just picks up. So if you're too far back, but maybe he's listening. He's pushed himself through there. He's nearly at the front again. There, he's doing a good job.
Okay, here we go. We'll go for prize number 1, which is a £30 voucher for Kenny Cycles. I'm just.
Do I need to do a drum roll?
Do a drum roll. Go ahead. Yep.
Okay.
So.
Okay, go.
Here we go, and it is landed on somebody who's not in the TUZ. We'll go again.
I don't know.
John Garrett from Dramara CC. I'll just take note of his name here.
Well done, John.
John Garrett from Dramara.
Write that down so we don't forget.
Yeah, I'm just taking notes of everything here.
Good man.
Where are we? Dramara.
And here we're coming up to our second sprint.
Oh, you can see sprint points there as well from the last, or sprint times from the last one.
Okay.
Also, I don't know how accurate those are. What do we think, guys?
So I'm watching Chris McGlinchey. Let's see, Chris 7th. Chris looked like he was second there. Richard Barry won it. Chris McGlinchey. Hassim was third. So Chris won that one. Russell White was third. Or maybe that's on time. Sorry, if the left-hand side shows it on time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Dunwoody.
It'll be based on position across the lines in the final.
Yeah. So they're certainly contesting everything that's going out.
Yeah, things are picking up for sure.
Okay, we'll go for a £20 voucher for Kinnings here, and I'm just flicking through. Brian Hockey.
Congrats, Brian.
Brian Hockey, we'll take note of his name.
And thank you to Glenn as well for these vouchers. Very good of him. Mark's concentration face for people who cannot see is just excellent. I'm dying laughing watching this. Have we got that, Mark?
Okay.
How's it going up there, Ross?
What was that?
Working hard.
Just trying to stay in a big group of B's, one A rider. No other C's.
There you go, you're flying in the
seems
B's.
a big enough group now again.
A lady with us, Em McKinney. She's doing riding strong.
Okay, we'll just go over to the ladies here for a £10 raffle.
That's Michelle McKinney with me.
Let's see. Michelle McKinney gets the £10 voucher.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, well, we can say Ross got that one for you.
You just mentioned her name there, didn't you, Ross?
Yeah.
Isn't this big group I'm in?
Oh, there we go.
So there's 69 in that
I
front group. 69 in the front group. I think I counted 6 B riders. And how many ladies? Meta. Claire was there earlier. There's 3 ladies in the front. So Megan,
Yeah.
Claire, and Meta.
Yeah.
And approximately 6 Bs.
And Tommy, I see somebody in the front group riding with a disc wheel on the pack. Did you say that helps you go faster?
Again, it all depends on your sweat drops, and if you've visited the drop shop, it's like the chop shop where you can have all sorts of weird and wonderful machines. So you can have combos of disc wheels on road bikes. Again, there's quite a lot of Tron bikes there. The other day, Zwift had this fantastic thing, which it's a pity they didn't allow us to use it. in more of the races where you had little trikes for April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Everybody was riding about in little trikes that when you went around the bends, it would go on 2 wheels, and all the runners were dressed as spacemen. So it was certainly very, very entertaining. Again, for the time trial this morning, you can choose your weapon depending on how much sweat you have accumulated over the years. You can go and purchase better equipment. Zwift Insider has lots of reviews on what the best setup is, because there's a combination between the aerodynamic effect and the weight, with the climb this afternoon being roughly 2.3k and 5.7 of flat. So it's trying to weigh out what's your best option. So based on his guidance, the Canyon Speedmax disc, SLX disc, is the best frame with the Zip 858 wheels, not the disc, but the deep sections.
Okay.
So he recommended that it was the fastest, because this guy goes out and tests all these bikes at different wattages and on different courses. So they're able to see all that.
Will we get another round of Canine vouchers raffles done here, and that's it done?
Yeah, go on.
I'll just go quickly here through what we have.
There seems to be a lot of riders dropping back to my group, have blown their doors off. I'm not even getting into my group. So some guys have went far too hard too soon.
Provided that Zwift Power is, giving us the correct update, it looks like it's split a little bit there.
There seems to be some chat as well going on between the riders on learning how to form a brake. What's that about, Tommy?
How to form a brake. It's like Zwift is very difficult to form a brake, especially when there's such a big group. With such a big group, it just carries the momentum. You could be smashing your lights in up at the front, and it's just impossible to move anywhere. The only way you can really get away on Zwift is uphill. That's where it's the best place to break a group. So with that monster stage on Monday, there'll certainly be in 1s and 2s everywhere in it. It'll be every man, woman, and child for themselves up TUZ. It's quite a monster stage they have produced. I think you go up the epic climb first.
Yep.
And it itself is horrible.
I did it yesterday.
But one thing even more horrible is that jungle. That jungle look is horrific. Again, some guys may have the skill set to change bikes. I've seen that done before, where you can change onto a mountain bike, but you need to be able to stop to do that. But the mountain bikes are just so much faster through the jungle and the gravel road. And then with that finish up TUZ with those historic bends, it's definitely an animal of a thing. Like there'll probably be anywhere between. There may be some go sub 40 minutes, but at the end of that stage, it mightn't be possible. But there'll definitely be low 40 minutes for that climb. So it'll be 40 minutes at threshold. With the steeper sections is where you can push on a little bit. Like there's no freewheeling on the mountain at all. It's just up the whole way.
Do we feel like the pace is kind of slower today because people are saving themselves for things like the time trial? And obviously this is running over 3 days, so it's not as flat out as it normally would be.
Potentially that, again, it's this flat course. Like they're still rolling along here at 49, 50k an hour. So that's just the difference. It is just a big group, and there's lots more people who are able to tolerate just being sucked along.
Mm. Interesting. Well, Mark, have we gotten round 2 ready yet? Oh, we can't hear you, Mark.
Hear me now?
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, so I just did it in the background here. Zwift Power again. Flick the wheel of the mouse up and down. Johnny Lynn from Calincy gets the 30. Marcus Cromie gets the 20.
Good man, Marcus.
Gary McKeegan gets the 10.
Well done, guys.
So that's the vouchers done and gone, and I have noted everyone's name down here.
That's that sorted. Cool. Ross, how are you getting on?
I'm in a big group. It's swarmed. There's about potentially 30 riders here. We're sitting at about 100 place still.
Yeah, we'll just put you on the screen there for a wee bit of screen time, Ross.
Quick sip up top.
Make sure you smile.
Got
We haven't that far to go now anyway, so
Not
we're
long.
fairly chomping through these kilometres.
Owen Jeffries, Gary McKeegan in this group. Marty Lynch. A couple of guys from back in the day. It's like a Tour of the North 1990s reunion here.
Well, isn't it
When you were
great that
a
you
bit
get to race again, eh?
Yeah.
Only 20 kilos heavier. That's 20 odd years ago.
And your fashion sense is still no better. I saw that. The people on the camera, like on the commentary, won't have seen that, but Ross may have given me the middle finger on that one. So cheeky, Ross, but someday we'll get you dressing like a pro. For anybody who hasn't seen one of Ross's throwback videos, I can't remember what the race was, Ross, but I've never seen a more diabolical outfit crossing the finish line in my life.
Yeah, I've seen that video myself.
Pure old school.
19,
Helmet hanging off his
19.
head.
1996, hit it out. Junior Tour of Ireland.
Throwback to the golden days for us. What is the distance for us today, Tommy?
Sorry, what was that, Fiona? I missed that bit.
What's the distance that they're covering today?
Oh,
29, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not too far to go then.
We're nearly there.
goodness.
I 6.1 to go.
Nearly
Well,
there.
I'm watching Richard Barry here. I've him on Farm View. He's hanging around the front. So it should start to get a bit spicy now.
Do you reckon anybody will have a wee early go?
I don't know. You know, when we have lots of powerhouses there. Like there's a few guys there that are 16 watts plus a kilo for 15 seconds. You know, it's a long enough sprint where you come down into that little roundabout veer right, and just as you come in there, it's about 350 to go. It's whether if someone wants to go longer, they'll go at 300 maybe, and the other guys will, you know, draft off them and just kick at the end. But all the fast guys are around the front. So there's Richard, there's Hasim. I'm sure Chris is there. I see Russell White. Russell has, you know, a really decent sprint on him. He was third in one of those sprints, the last one. So Russell could potentially be a good option for something like this. He has been active before in the Cycling Ireland leagues, and so again, there'll be lots of people. It's whether someone will take a chance at a kilometre to go and see will the other faster guy stall. That's always the question. You know, is someone brave enough to have a go?
So you have roughly 2Ks to go here. So
And Tommy, before the end of the race, I have a question for you in case people are listening. So obviously there's another stage happening today. So how do people prepare for that? Or like what do they do in between to get ready for the time trial?
Well, nutrition, and so a good bit of hydration between now and the time trial, and almost definitely you need to have a good warm down after this, because they'll be finishing and their legs will be full of lactic acid. So the last thing you want to do is just jump off, lie down, and wait till the time trial starts. So you certainly need a good cool down, and likewise pre the time trial where you're going from 0 till 30 mile an hour, you need a significant warm up to make sure that your body's ready to roll again. Like the time trial starts at 11.
11, yeah.
So they're going, so most of them will have, you know, anywhere between an hour and 15 minutes to recover in between. So even at that, it's not a lot. Like if you're going to start warming up again at probably 20 to 11, so there's really an hour.
Yeah.
So there ain't much time. It's just trying to get the fluids in, trying to get the lactic acid out.
I didn't even think of the cool down thing. I was more just thinking in terms of food. So I'm glad you mentioned that one.
Cool down, because their legs will be just throbbing here at the end of this. You know, especially like here's Richard. He's at 181 heart rate. So like they're certainly putting max effort in here just leading into the finish.
I'm actually trying to hover on my shouts McGlinchey here. I'm just trying to get him.
So there's still a group here of 64. It looks like we've lost Meta and Claire from that front group with that one lady still there.
Megan still.
Megan Armitage.
Yep.
So it's going to get interesting here very soon.
Just need to make sure I click on the right man here. Or woman.
So here we are running up into that last little rise, and then they'll start heading down towards the roundabout. So this is where it's all going to kick off. So it's Richard. I'm going to put my money on Chris McGlinchey. I think Chris should really be the guy who'll just come out in front in this one.
Yeah, I think that's a good shape in general based on how he's been racing. And I think he just seems to race so smart on Zwift as well that you would think that he has this all thought out in advance as well.
So this is the kick now.
I'm going to try my best to get on someone here.
Yeah. So...
Everybody's in the red numbers here.
Yeah. No. Chris.
It's hard to tell that one.
That's really hard, that one there. Yeah. Let's see. Anything on Swift Power yet? Glenn wasn't far away there either.
No, Glenn looked like he was right up there. Well done, Glenn.
Now, if it's showing the sprint, it's showing Seth Dunwoody, Fergus Callahan, Glenn Kenning was 4th.
Nice one.
Cian Ryan was
Jump back, Mark.
6th.
Jump back and start my group. Massive.
Ross says jump back to his sprint. We need to see this moment to glory.
I'm going to try and get you on fan view here quickly.
Go, go, go. Stick Ross on camera for the big final sprint.
Yeah. 2K to go.
2K to go.
Looking forward to this effort now, Ross.
Right, I'm trying to find you, Ross. Bear with me here. Can't promise anything.
The panic is poor Mark has to go to try find everybody.
Panicking now, yeah. No.
Ross, has it picked up? The speed picked up yet?
Yep.
Ross, can't get you. It's just sort of...
Click back through the radar list.
It's all
He's
gone.
trying.
It's nothing here. It's gone.
You'll just have to talk us through it, and you're on camera.
Yeah, you're on camera, so
we'll be able to witness the effort you're putting in here.
We'll make you slightly bigger so we can see.
Don't be doing that. Big enough.
Oh, and we have a shout out from Danny Blondell. Danny, thanks for joining. We're trying to do as good a job as you would do, but you know, there's only so much we can do. Good to have you listening.
Have we any winners yet?
No. We will post results after this as well, just to make sure that everyone knows how things have gone. But until Zwift Power updates itself, I honestly just thought I saw a bike flying through the air on that video clip, Mark.
I wasn't looking.
Well, Ross, what distance are you on now?
1.1 to go.
Not too far.
We're off the group, like.
Anything on Swift Power, Tommy?
No, nothing yet.
Ross, we know you haven't lost the group. You probably just, had a good breakaway, and that's what it is, really. They've lost you. Don't worry.
It's just a pity I can't go back to you, Ross.
I know. I know. So for
700.
Okay, I'm not going to read that comment from Danny out. Danny, good chance you know who this is.
Fiona, read that out.
No. Thank you, Danny, my #1 fan. You are my favorite for a reason. I'll take it. This is why I always love seeing Danny at a race. He just makes me feel better.
How's it going, Ross?
In the final 200 meters. No point in sprinting. I'm nowhere.
Oh, Ross. you're on camera.
Save
We
that,
watched the
save
sprint.
that sprint for that
Yep.
17% climb.
Yeah,
What's your position on the road?
124 for finishing in. Oh, that's me done.
Any results on your screen? Of
Well done,
overalls?
Ross.
Yeah,
Is there?
I'll talk you through now.
Brilliant.
Oh, go on, you.
Sprinter Ross, a win's a
Let
win.
me see. Oh, a lot of scrolling to do here to get to the top.
So for everybody still listening in, just quick reminder that the time trial is going live at 11 for people. So if you're racing, make sure that you're in the pen and warming up beforehand. We
Right,
don't have commentary for it, but we'll be back tomorrow.
Back tomorrow, yeah.
got results here. In
Let's get
first
my leg
place,
updates right.
first
Gianni,
place on the Zwift results. These aren't official, obviously, so we're going by Zwift Power is G. Kuman.
Yeah,
Ru-
Gianni.
Russell White then,
Yeah, Russell White second, Richard Barry
Richard
third,
Barry, Jacob
Jake
Sparrow,
Sparrow fourth, H.
Steph
Hardinda,
Hardinia, Glenn,
Yeah, Hardinia. Glenn,
Buzzer,
Glenn in sixth,
Glenn
boy.
Kenning,
Yahoo.
A.
Well
Nichols,
done, Glenn.
Chris McGunchy eighth, Ian Nozaki ninth, Seth Dunwoody 10th, and then it goes on after that, obviously, like, but that's pretty good.
That's
Good
the
result.
top 10, yeah. Good
Yeah.
going.
Oh, that was savage.
That's
Try and
us
recover now.
until tomorrow then. So tomorrow's race is 10 a.m. Is that right?
Yes, 10 a.m.
So yep, we'll see you all back here. Stream will go live at about 9:05, so everybody can get the link and nobody's gonna miss out. And then we'll start talking rubbish from 5 to 10. And hopefully
And
we'll
good
get
luck to everyone.
get Ross
racing.
on a bike again
Yeah, fingers crossed.
on his screen.
Wait.
Yeah,
See us
get
all-
those
see us in an
technical
hour in this
orders.
time trial.
Yes.
Hopefully that'll
Good luck,
soften you
Tommy.
all up a
Good
little
luck.
bit.
Yeah.
Right, take it easy.
Right. Thanks all.
See you tomorrow.
Right,
Cheers.
Yep.